can recall that memory shared by all people on the spinning sphere. Hey, what's the word? Welcome to the next episode of Sunday Sidecar, the series where we dive into, discuss, dissect, diss last week's Tuesday Ukeday drop from yours truly, Uke Brute. This week's episode, Mimicking Sanity. So, I think this is a really fun song. I liked it. I'm just excited to play because it was a very late 2023 song addition to the repertoire, and just getting to play recent stuff as opposed to some of the songs I wrote close to a year and a half ago. It's exciting, and there's a lot of cool shit going on with this one. Well, I mean, there's cool shit going on with all my goddamn ditties, so but this one's got some fun stuff going on, so let's kind of like dive into it a little bit more. What do you think? First of all, I want to talk about the melody. We'll kick off with that. I'm not always going to be one to talk about the chord structure and the melody and the music. Hopefully I will more so in the future, but again, I don't know what chords I'm playing sometimes. I just know the finger shapes and what sounds good to the old air drum, or what my muses are telling me. But for this one, we have it starts off with that G, and it's kind of a B7. I was looking it up, and it looks like a B7, but not quite, because I'm playing the full. Is this? Whatever, something close to a B7. So G, B7, C, D7. I don't know, and I just like how it kind of sounds like kind of full circle, robust, and it has like this kind of like a revving yet breaking kind of vibe to it, and which goes into the refrain as well. I don't know, to me it just feels like there's like a little bit of an oscillation there that's going back and forth. I could be wrong. I have no clue. I especially don't know how to talk about music, but even still, like, going off of like that one Steve Martin quote, talking about music is like dancing about architecture. Just let the music speak for itself, and let your ears and your taste and your vibe just dig it. So, but I do like how that starts off, and I just kind of a fan of that one in general. It starts off kind of sour. Yeah, the unspoken fear we all have, sure, it's there, lingering. Who cares? When it gets down to it, the song is kind of about that pull, that eternal struggle we all have between being productive, getting busy, getting shit done, but then also being like, what if I just don't? What if I don't do anything? What if I just sit here and watch this show for the 20th time again? Who cares? And that's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I get it. We gotta eat. We gotta make ends meet. We gotta stay off the street. But at the same time, sometimes hustle culture is just this like toxic byproduct of late stage capitalism that we shouldn't be forced to do. Take time to rest. Take time to watch your favorite episodes. Rewatch them. Watch them again. Because they'll be new in some way. Like Herodotus says. Herodotus? Sure. You never step into the same river twice. You never rewatch the same episode twice. It's there. It's like that, like, I'm just like dropping like fucking sage wisdom here again and again, apparently in this video, but also it just kind of reminds me of the saying, I don't know if it's true, but I heard this one time, so I'm going to repeat it, because that's what we do as people. If you can't find 15 minutes a day to meditate, you should be meditating 30 minutes a day. And it kind of gets to the heart of this. Take time to relax. Indulge in your free time, Shut your mind off. Whether it's watching The Office, or just closing your eyes, shutting everything off. Don't feel afraid to detach. You need it. Grows gray matter, which is healthy for the brain. think. But the other cool thing going on, so, just like the overarching theme, I think is cool because it's something that speaks to us. We have to remember, like, take time to relax, let yourself detach, regrow that inner strength, recharge the batteries. You gotta recalibrate, rejuvenate, recuperate. Yeah, I like that. But the other thing is cool, I think, is just kind of the language used as well. And it's clearly, there's something going on with the words here, and I'm using what's called oblate reduplication. For you word nerds that want to hear about that type of stuff. And then what that is just kind of like the way we use certain vowel sounds as we're building out sentences. So we say stuff like jibber jabber, pitter patter, and not jabber jibber, patter patter. Or like in this song, case in point, tick tock. We don't say tock tick. Just certain ways. There's like intrinsic English architectural rules that we follow that we don't even realize that's there. And so it's kind of playing around with some of these word choices and the lyrics here. But it also goes into rewatching reruns, mimicking sanity, because what this oblate reduplication is like mimicking sounds, repeating sounds, but just slightly differently. So yeah, I kind of just really like how it came out. I think it was all came together very well. Not just try to like talk about, oh, you're so clever, because I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to share my line of thinking and my thought process, and building this out to share with those of you who are also building out, writing, creating your own works, and just going through the process and just sharing, what I think. There's, it's a lot of it. Don't know much else to say, other than it's just a fun song to play for me as well, which is one of the reasons I was also excited to play it too. Just the whole, fee, fi, fo, fum, tick-tock on the TV screen, rewatching reruns, mimicking sanity, tweedledee and tweedledum, teaching me how to twiddle my thumb. Close out, yes, I totally know it's Tweedledee and Tweedledum. It's how it's presented, but sometimes you have to take creative liberty to make things work for you. And if you don't agree, well, I will just say that that's pretty fucking jabberwocky. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Thank you for tuning in, and check back soon from the Duty From.